Hey guys, it's Rejectivez here, and I've got a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentary for you today, and this is of course the new Call of Duty game. I'm playing Free For All on the map Fallen, which just happens to be my most favourite map on any Call of Duty game. It reminds me of the map Overgrown from Call of Duty 4, which was also brought back in Modern Warfare 2. But this game is amazing, and this map is just the best in my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about a few things in this gameplay commentary for you today. First thing I want to talk about is the midnight release that I went to last night at 12 o'clock, which is when the game was released in the UK. As most of you should know by now, I am from the UK, Scotland to be exact. So anyway, I left my house at 11 o'clock and the tills weren't open till 12, the tills in the store. So when I got there at 11:15, what the store was doing was they were giving us out little raffle ticket sort of things because they had numbers on it. It was just easier for the store to give us out these to remember our numbers and keep us all in order for the game so it would flow better. But there must have been over 200 people there. I was number 87 and I got there 45 minutes before the game was released, and I got told by a few people that live in the city that I live in that there was people waiting outside the store at 5 o'clock in the middle of the day, when the game's not released until 12 at midnight. Now I thought that was a little bit sad myself. I know a lot of you are like, but I did that. And I just want to say, fair enough, you can go to midnight release and stuff, but waiting outside a store for 7 hours is just unbelievable. I don't know why anyone would do that. But anyway, when I got my raffle ticket, the store told us that they can't have more than 40 people in the store at any time because of health and safety. I had no idea what they were trying to say, because when I went there for Gears of War 3 release, there must have been about 80 people in the store. So they're obviously just making this up, or it must have been a new sort of rule that they had in the shop. But anyway, because you were only allowed 40 people in the store at one time, and I was number 87, they told us to go out of the store and go to a cafe, which was next door. Well, it was a few shops down. So we went to this cafe, and about an hour and a half later, a woman from the store came out and she was meant to call out the numbers, like the numbers who was meant to come and collect the game. Now she didn't call the numbers this time, she actually came over to a group and asked them what the numbers were. She didn't call out any numbers. So I sat there for a few minutes and I was thinking, was she meant to be calling out these numbers? So I used my instinct. I went over to the store and there was hundreds of people standing outside the store waiting. They were just waiting to jump right into the shop, stand right next to the door. So I went straight to the door and I asked the guy that was working there what number is being called right now, and he said up to 90, and I was like, that woman was meant to call me because I'm number 87, and if it's going up to 90 right now, then that means I should have been called. So the guy let me in and I had to wait another half an hour in the store to actually get the game. And when I was in the store, they tried to sell me all this other stuff, like some book and all that. I wasn't interested, but they kept asking me if I wanted to buy stuff, and I only wanted to get the game and go home and play it, because I've played Call of Duty before. A lot of you may know that. I have played Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2 when I was younger. I didn't play it online though, I played it offline. The first online Call of Duty that I played was Call of Duty 4. But anyway, had to wait for half an hour in the store after an hour and a half wait in a cafe. I got the game and there was lots of people standing outside. I couldn't even get out and I felt like I was going to get mugged or someone was going to try and steal my game off me. But I didn't. I got home safely. I actually jumped in a taxi on the way back because it was about 2 o'clock in the morning and I was not walking home about 2 miles from the store at 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's the story of my midnight release, and if you have any midnight release stories then feel free to tell me, because I'll read them. You can send me a message or a comment or whatever, and I will read them because I find it quite interesting when I hear people going to midnight release, because there's always something funny happening. But anyway, I'm going to be talking about the game now. The sniping in this game. Now, a few people have been complaining about the sniping when they've not actually even played the game. People have been complaining about this game before it's even released. Now, I think that is absolutely stupid. I used to do it for Call of Duty and I used to be correct. In fact, I did it for Black Ops and I was correct. The game was bad in my opinion. That's only my opinion. A few people may have different opinions, but that's my opinion. Now, I gave this game a chance this year and I must say it's absolutely amazing for me. It's fantastic. It works for me. It may not work for you, but it works for me, and I find that this game deserves a lot more credit than what people are giving it. Because there's a whole battle between Call of Duty and a different game, which I'm not going to mention. There's a whole battle going on, and I don't see why people just can't play both games and enjoy themselves. But gaming sort of getting to a stage where everyone has to argue and fight over games now, which is really stupid. But anyway, the sniper in this game, as you can see, I was using the sniper there. That is one of the bolt action snipers. I think that is the first bolt action sniper that you unlock, the L118A. And it's a really good bolt action sniper, and I have no problems with it. I have got a few hit markers with it, but the hit markers, I usually just take out my pistol and shoot them after I get a hit marker, and it usually kills them in a few bullets anyway. But there's no problem with the sniping. The Barrett does seem a little bit weird. It doesn't feel like the one out of Call of Duty 4 or Modern Warfare 2 in that case. But the sniping is fine. There's nothing wrong with the sniping. Now, a lot of people may be asking, what are the maps like? The maps are fantastic. I think there's one map that I'm not too keen on. I can't remember the name of that map off of the top of my head. If I find it out, I'll put it in the description. But the maps are fantastic. As I've said, this is one of my favourite maps. If you look at it, it reminds you of Overgrown, how it's got all that grass and the buildings all have the grass grown up it. Oh, it's not grass, it's like flowers and stuff. But the map is amazing, and as you can see, I'm using my air support there. The game isn't air support based like Modern Warfare 2. In that game you could call in a lot of air support and it would just destroy the game. People wouldn't have a chance, but the air support in this game seems fine. There's nothing wrong with the air support in Modern Warfare 3. It's well balanced anyway, I can tell you that. So as I was saying, the maps, there's nothing wrong with the maps. They're all well done, all well made and presented to us. There is a few locations where I have seen spawn trapping. I have been spawn trapped on a few maps, but I've also done my fair share of spawn trapping, so I can't really complain about being spawn trapped when I've done it myself. So if you're into sniping, there is a few spots where you can spawn trap people if that's what you do. But the maps are fine. Now there is one little problem which I have with this game, which I was actually hoping would be sorted. As far back as I can remember playing Call of Duty Online, when you spawn and people run in the same direction as you, you tend to move around a little bit, and it looks like lag, and I was hoping they would sort this, and it actually happens in a few games, not just Call of Duty. But I was hoping this would be sorted. It's not, unfortunately, but it would have been really great if it was sorted. That is probably the only problem that I have with this game, and the only problem I will ever have with this game. There's nothing else wrong with the game that I can think of, and I actually recommend this game to everyone. If you've never played Call of Duty before, I advise you to pick this game up. If you're worried about the cost of the game, because it was £45 where I live in the UK. I thought it was a little bit ridiculous, £45 for a game. But it's well worth the money that I paid for it. But I do recommend this game to everyone, even if you've not played any of the Call of Duty games before. Give it a try. If you're not sure about spending the money for the game, maybe wait a few months, wait until someone trades the game into a store and buy it pre-owned. Buy it from a friend if they're no longer wanting to play it. You can pick it up pretty cheap in a few months. Not too cheap, but you could probably pick it up about £35 in a few months, which is a lot cheaper, and if you wait even a few months after that, you may get it for £25. I'm not sure though what the price will be in a few months. That's just my guess and estimates. But pick up this game if you've never played a Call of Duty game before. It's nothing like Black Ops. If you're worried about that, it's nothing like Black Ops in my opinion. It's more like Call of Duty 4 mixed with Call of Duty 6, which is Modern Warfare 2. So it's more like Call of Duty 4 mixed with Modern Warfare 2 with a little bit of Black Ops. Now what I mean by a little bit of Black Ops is a little bit of the graphics. Looks like a little bit of Black Ops. But the game is absolutely fantastic. There's nothing wrong with it in my opinion, and I just can't help but give this game a really, really good review. Anyway, I just want to ask everyone to leave a comment on your opinion of this game. If you've played the game, leave your opinion on the game. So just leave it in the comment. If you like the game, tell me why you like it. If you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it. If you've not played it, tell me what you think by watching this gameplay. But anyway guys, I'm coming to the end of this gameplay. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.